everybody, we're Sam and Nick from Pixiwoo. We're backstage at Avon brochure shoot today, and we thought we'd take the opportunity to record a couple of videos for you. I'm going to do a natural, effortless makeup. It's one of our most requested videos, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to do a few steps and you can follow as we go. Okay, so we're going for the natural, effortless look. I've got the Ideal Flawless foundation. I've already prepped the skin. So we've got primer on there, and I'm going to use a foundation brush just to apply the foundation right the way over the skin. The skin needs to look natural, but even at the same time. It's nice if you get the chance to leave the foundation on for about 5 minutes before you powder it, so it really works into the skin and sets into the skin. If you powder it straight away, it can look a little bit cakey. Also, people find that their neck is a little bit lighter, so just run a tiny bit down there. Shouldn't take too much, it's just where you don't catch the sun quite under the neck. I'm going to take my concealer. I tend to run a little bit on the back of my hand and then work from there. It just warms up the concealer a little bit so it has a bit more slip to it. So I'm just going to go in under the eyes. I tend to spin my brush slightly as I go close to the under eye, just because it gets it really close. I'm just running a little bit of the concealer over the eyelids to take away any redness, because the skin is 50% thinner around the eyes. It obviously shows a lot more redness. So I'm just running the concealer so we've got a really blank canvas to start off with. If you find that your eyes really crease, you'd use a primer there instead. But as we're on a shoot and I'm on hand to touch it up, I'm not using a primer because I like the fact that it can move a little bit, the product. So that would be your skin. You go off and give that a try and then come back and we'll move on to step 2. Next step, step 2, I'm going to take an eyeshadow. This one is Healthy Glow, True Colour Healthy Glow. It comes with an applicator, but it would be a little bit fiddly for me to use, so I'm going to use a brush. Now you're probably all thinking, she hasn't powdered, I can't believe she hasn't powdered the skin. There is reason for this, because the foundation is soaking into the skin, so it's going to look more natural, and the concealer is still moist so I can wipe away anything that falls down without having to clean up. So it's just really so I can go over the concealer again at the end of the makeup, and then I powder it to set it right at the end. And if you just look up, I'm also going to use the same brush and just run it underneath the eye. If you feel that you want to use a smaller brush, you can. I want to keep it thick and sultry looking, so I'm using quite a large brush to do it. I'm then going to take my Avon Glimmerstick liner in Cosmic Brown, which is a really nice warm brown. And I'm going to work straight from the wand of that. If you just close for me. I'm going to run it along the lash line. Doesn't need to be really neat, this. Because if you can work with the product quick enough, just get myself a little brush, we can blend it through. I'm going to run that also right the way underneath the eye, if you look right up at me. I'm just going to take the slightly lighter colour, it's just off-white, and just really softly run it through the brow bone. Hardly noticeable at all. Okay, I've then got Glimmerstick Brow Definer. This one is in blonde. We don't actually need to do this because Ellen's got such beautiful brows anyway, but I would go in with that next and just define the shape a tiny bit more. So you guys go away, try that step, and then we'll come back and do the mascara for you. Okay, on to step 3, the bit that people get really scared of, lash curlers. I am going to curl the lashes, and I think it's quite important because we're not going to use fake lashes for a look like this to get as much maximisation as we can from the lashes. So if you just look down for me, I'm going to lift the eye slightly, place the curlers on, check that it feels okay. If you're not doing it on yourself, you'll know. Tilt it slightly and give it a couple of pushes and open. Okay, I've next got Spectralash Mascara. Now, on yourself, you'd use it straight from the wand. As I'm doing it on a model, I've got a little applicator that I use. It still works, actually, this mascara, even with the applicator, because it's the head that tightens, that stops so much product coming out. So I do it on 3, because I want as maximum lashes as possible. I'm also going to run it underneath the eyes. If you just look right up for me, really softly, side to side motions just to catch those bottom lashes. So that was the end of step 3, the lash curlers and mascara. Give that a try and then come back to me. Step 4 is setting the makeup into place. I have got an Avon blusher. This one is called Earthern Rose. And I'm going to really softly run that just through the cheekbone. I've done this before I've powdered. I'm going to powder over the top and then layer it again, so it gives a real build to the makeup, but it will hold it into place. I like the fact that it can slip nicely over the foundation and we've still got a healthy glow to it. Just to set everything into place, I've got the Idol shade pressed powder. This one is in Fair, and I'm going to softly run that through the makeup. I'm not actually going to powder the cheeks because I like the glow that the skin has. If you're very oily, you would powder the cheeks as well. So you go off, do the next step, catch up with me, and then we'll do the lip. Okay, so step 5, the lips. Now, normally I'd use a liner on someone, but looking at Ellen, she really doesn't need a liner around her lips. She's got the most beautiful shape. So I'm going to go straight in with the lips. If you remembered at the beginning of the video, I actually put the foundation all the way over the lip, so they're already a little bit nude for me. I then have got Shine Attracts lipstick. This one is in Rose Bouquet, and I'm going to pop that right the way over. I'm actually going to run it onto the back of my hand and just press that over the top. I don't want it to look like we've got lots of lipstick on. It's meant to look just a little bit of a shine, so it just looks really natural and effortless. Even though we know it wasn't effortless, we don't want anyone else to know that. So now Ellen's going to go off, have her hair finished off, put on her outfit and have a photo shoot done, and you'll see the end result soon.